What's going on, guys? Forrest here. Boom. Cichlid Man 09. Hanging out in the fish room. First things first, I want to apologize for everybody who wasted 15 minutes of their life watching my last video. I apologize for that, but for those of you who did watch that, I love you all. You are my true fans. Thank you for putting up with me throughout that video. Had fun with it. Gonna do more crazy stuff, but for tonight we're gonna keep it somewhat serious. And you know, I just wanted to share my Rio Mags with their beautiful cloud of free swimming fry. This, guys, is the most rewarding, the most amazing, the most fantastic, awesome, whatever you want to call it, part of the hobby in terms of you know, keeping Central and South American cichlids, or cichlids that you know, are parental. I know a lot of fish breed and people breed a lot of fish, but in terms of actual parental care, you know, these big fish are just absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Fry started really swimming yesterday, 2 nights ago when I did the video. They were starting up, but today they are in full-bore free swim mode. I couldn't tell you how many I have. Could be anywhere from, I don't know, 200 to 500. I really... Judging a batch of fry like this is really an extremely difficult thing to do because you really never know. But mom and dad are just doing absolutely great. The fry are doing great. Since it's day 2, I am going to feed them, feed the fry. And basically what I feed them is just ground up pellets. Going to grind me up some Southern Delight. Get these fry on Southern Delight quickly so that we can get our true test on a food, because there goes Azul picking up some Southern Delight that was on the bottom of the tank. He tends to let it sit for a while and then goes and eats it. Might be a little, I think the density is quite a bit different than Northfin, so he lets it soften up a little bit, making a little bit of a mess of it. But check out Blondie right there with her beautiful cloud of swimming fry. Good thing about him making a mess with that is the fry will be able to go over and peck at it. My Southern Delight trials are going well. You know, my fish aren't jumping out of the water to eat the stuff yet, but they are eating it, and only after a couple days. You know, not going crazy after the stuff, but you know, to see Megatron take a food after day 1, after spending 3 weeks trying to get him to take another food, to say that's encouraging is an understatement. However, Megatron is sold, and he will be going out, if not this week, this weekend, or you know, soon. But he is sold and going out. I'm going to try and get those 2 to spawn, my MagX, Magnum PI, and Megatron. See if I can maybe get them to spawn and produce some mutts here soon before he goes. If not, then, you know, those hopes are dashed. Not that I was really hopeful for it. And for me, guys, that would be a hybrid. I did get a comment in my last video. Maybe that would be a crossbreed. There goes, he's trying to figure out which one he likes. Maybe that would be a crossbreed. Now, to me, guys, I don't know what the technical sense is or whatever, or even if it's possible to have a technical sense because of, you know, what these fish are. But to me, it's a hybrid. I do not see Gorillas umbies and our regular blue umbies like our Rio Mags, even the Location X and Location Z. I believe Location X are Lake Guatape. Check them out right there. I'll quiet down for a second and zoom in. I just don't see the Gorillas umbies to being brothers, more so as cousins. More Jag to Dovai and not Dovai to, you know, not Nicaraguan Dovai to Costa Rican Dovai. I don't see them as being the same species. Of course, they do, you know, appear to belong in the Cacatea genus, but to me, breeding the 2 creates a hybrid, not a crossbreed. You're not crossing, you know, variants of the same species. In my eyes, they're 2 different species of the same genus, if that makes any sense. Comment below what you think on that situation. If you have been paying attention to the whole umbi, you know, I know a few of you guys out there who, you know, have really been in on this whole umbi situation. And just let me know what you think about that in the comments below. We're all zoomed in, so you're not going to see my hand very well. I'll zoom out here. But honestly, you know, if I were to get those two to breed before Megatron goes, it's mainly for my curiosity. Just would like to see what they turn out as. There's only a handful of people out there that I would even trust sending fry to. Hybrids in the hobby have ruined a lot of fish, and I don't want that to happen. And, you know, like I said, there's merely a handful of people out there in the hobby that I actually trust, you know, with stuff like that. So, you know, if they do breed, don't go hitting me up for all this, you know, Brumbies and whatnot. Azul definitely takes his time when eating Southern Delight. I poured some in there about 5 minutes ago, and he's just, you know, kind of just slowly meandering through it. But he's eating it. That's just absolutely awesome, by the way. Check him out, though. Freaking beautiful. He's in a different breeding coloration than I've ever seen him. You can see how dark his eye is. His whole eye is blacked up, very much like how the female does. And see that pellet right there? He's eaten, spit out, eaten, spit out, and now he's actually eating as much of it as he can because it's softened up because it sat in the water column for quite a while. See, same thing happened with that one. He picked it up, spat it out, and I'm sure before long he's going to pick it up and actually, you know, finish eating it. The great thing about like him making a mess is fry get food, so works for me. Whatever. Go check out the guys at Aquatic Support Systems on Facebook. Go like them. Hit the like button. I will put the link in the description below. Check out all of the guys on Team Aquatic Support. Mike, Mr. Man 316, Conway Stevens, and of course JW Heiser 1302. My bro, my compadre, my we've paralleled quite a bit in this whole YouTube community. Our subs have been pretty consistently together. It's pretty cool to have you know, taken this journey with him, and pretty cool stuff. Jeff, you're my buddy. Love you, man. Same thing goes for Mike and Conway. Those guys, stand up dudes. Aquatic Support System guys is going to be awesome for the hobby. This isn't a group of guys who are, you know, trying to make a bunch of stuff and, you know, make a fortune off the hobby. These are guys who literally give 1000% and care about the hobby just as much as anybody I've ever met. And their goal with the whole aquatic support systems and all this kind of stuff is true to the name. It's a support system. It's to help people out. It's to make people's hobby easier. It's to make the hobby better as a whole. And, you know, each and every one of us have our own niche. And we all bring something different to the table. And, you know, the combination of all of us true hobbyists, I consider myself a true hobbyist, you know, that's what I'm all about. And, you know, it's just awesome to be a part of something with these guys. Check them out from this side. Like I said, links will be in the description below, so go check them out. She's over here. She does not want me near her fry. Gives you a perspective on how long this tank is. This is an 8-foot long tank. 30 inches wide, 18 inches tall. Bought it from a guy on Craigslist for $50. Yeah, you can contemplate that yourself. This is made out of half-inch acrylic, so it's not a cheap tank. Completely a 100% custom tank this guy was selling. Had no idea what he had. Got it for $50. You can be jealous all you want. Get over it. My advice to all you newcomer fish keepers out there, if you're wanting to get into more tanks, get more fish, all that kind of stuff, you need to keep your eyes glued to the Craigslist screen at all times, and anytime you see something, absolutely jump on it and go pick it up. That's the same thing that happened with this. As soon as I saw it, I called the guy and I was like, hey, I will be up there tomorrow, and got extremely lucky. Very glad to have this tank, something that these umbies right here can grow into for quite some time, and really have a place to call home. Very nice. I'm going to sit over here and check out our hopeful parents here. Check out Megatron right there. It's nice to have a camera that has mega zoom so I can just do whatever I want and sit in one spot. Magnum PI. I thought that was a male, guys. It's a girl. Hope you guys like my somber type video tonight. I don't really have any goals as far as what to accomplish other than sharing my umbies with their fry. There's our guy Hulk right here. This dude wants to be on camera, so we'll let him be on camera. Check him out from the side. But guys, this is my absolute favorite part of the hobby. Raising up fry, having fish spawn, and the parental nature these guys possess. It's very human-like. As a father myself, I can relate to being pissed off when somebody comes too close to my kid the wrong way. You know, it's just how it works. And to be able to relate human emotions and human feelings to a pet is, I believe, what makes us love pets so much, is how they can be not human-like, but, you know, have those attributes that we can relate to and really connect with. That's what it's really all about, guys. And that's what this hobby really is. You know, they're pets. You know, it may seem different than keeping dogs and cats and stuff, but to me, that's why I keep it, because you know, big cichlids are like dogs and cats. They're true pets. You know, Hulk. You know, my son's, you know, at that age where in the next little bit he's gonna start remembering things and all that kind of stuff. And you know, Hulk's gonna be one of those things that, you know, in 10 years when Hulk's still kicking, my son's, you know, gonna remember that. And you know, it's special to me. Absolutely special. Check out that beautiful pair of fish, guys. Very excited to see the results from Southern Delight. You know, in terms of coloration, all that kind of stuff, no food that I try, I'm expecting a complete, you know, 180 in terms of coloration. I'm not expecting my fish to, you know, immediately color up. I just never seen it. So if it does happen, whatever. If it doesn't, it's not expected. My main things with Southern Delight that I really seem to enjoy, their pellet mixes, their pellet options, because they use mixes. The options for these guys, they have a lot of options, we'll just say that. And this is a company that I have found out recently is willing to play ball in terms of, there's a flexibility within the company where they're listening, and you know, that kind of stuff, guys. And the willingness to better the product and not be above the situation, because I believe a lot of fish food companies out there are just like that, where they believe they're, you know, whatever, don't stink, and just continue to do what they do because they feel as it works. But you know, having somebody out there who is starting out, willing to you know, manipulate and whatever, and just listen, is absolutely amazing. And that's something that, you know, the partnership with them and Aquatic Support Systems is, hopefully throughout however long this goes, hopefully for as long as it goes, you know, whatever, is going to be something special, guys. You can take it from me as somebody who gets very excited about these kind of things. To say I'm excited is an understatement. To you know, it's a different ball game, and it's pretty cool, to be honest. Pretty cool stuff. And I want to thank all my guys over there at Aquatic Support Systems for, you know, bringing me in type of deal, considering me. It's extremely humbling. All three of those guys, Mike, Jeff, and Conway, are all absolutely superb hobbyists. I have them in the highest order in my ranks of hobbyists in the world. I don't care who you are. Those guys are right near the top of my list, or if all at the top of my list, you know. There's probably 20 guys tied for first, and, you know, those guys are right there. But, you know, as myself, being the guy with the least experience and all that kind of stuff, to be, you know, thought about in the conversation with those kind of guys is humbling, to say the least. And, you know, all you guys out there on, you know, from Aquatic Support Systems, I know you guys are watching this. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it very, very much. And hopefully us as a group can, you know, help the hobby out. Another thing that I got a little sidetracked from Southern Delight, the probiotics, guys. The probiotics are something that I'm interested to see. And I thought this was going to be a quick video. It's not. Get over it. I'm excited to see if it does make a difference in gravelbacks. I want to see if it makes a difference in my sponges, in my filter, or my sump over there. And, you know, if that seriously makes a difference, that's a huge selling point for me. Because a lot of new hobbyists out there, guys, a lot of new hobbyists don't want to clean their tanks. I know when I first started, I was one of the few who actually enjoyed water changes and whatnot. and then I went through a stage where I was like, screw this crap, it's a pain in the butt. But you know, if feeding a certain food is going to get your fish to be healthy and your entire system be healthy, you know, help your fish digest the food and help your waste in the tank, you're not going to have all that nasty detritus waste when you're doing gravel vacs and whatnot, and you're not going to have nasty, disgusting filters when you go to clean them, then, you know, that kind of stuff goes towards bettering the hobby more so than anything else, because, you know, in the end, guys, fish food is fish food, and we can only get so picky, and nothing is perfect. Absolutely nothing is perfect. And, you know, I can't state that enough on fish food. There's always going to be this debate on what's the best, 100%, you know, this or that. You know, I'm not going to say Southern Delight's the best food ever made. I'm not going to say New Life Spectrum's the best food ever made, because I still believe that food's never been made. And I don't think it's ever going to be made, to be honest. There's always going to be everybody doing something different, trying to bring something different to the table. But in the end, guys, it's all about, you know, the stuff that I'm seeing from Southern Delight and what I'm hearing from Mike and Conway and Jeff is extremely cool stuff. Flexibility. You know, these guys are working with the manufacturer, and that kind of stuff is cool, because I don't think it's ever been done in the hobby before, where you know, hobbyists really have a say in the matter, and you know, blows me absolutely away. And to think that I could possibly be a part of it, you know, makes my heart weak. What else we want to do? We got some veggie krill over here. Where is it? We'll throw it in for my, make sure I got the right thing, for my Gorillas Blacks. Watch these guys go nuts over this stuff. They're getting used to it, devouring the stuff within 20 minutes or so, because it is a larger pellet that sits down there that they all, you know, can pick off of. Very similar concept to like feeding gel food and whatnot. But you can see them going after it. Very happy group of fish. Hopefully I'll get one out of there, or maybe possibly a pair to replace how beautiful Megatron is, but we'll see. We're going to try and end this here quick, guys, but like I said, check out all the links in the description below. Go like Aquatic Support Systems on Facebook. Stay tuned for those guys. Got some awesome stuff going, and you know, absolutely stand-up hobbyists. Some of the best hobbyists out there, no joke. And we're just going to sit here for a second and watch some Rio Mags with Fry, because, like I've said before, this is my absolute favorite part of the hobby. If I could have a 24-hour webcam just watching these guys at all times, you know, with a baseball cap and a monitor watching them, I absolutely would. But, you know, we all have lives and stuff to do, so can't do that all the time. But when I got time, I'm in here spending time with my fish, enjoying it, enjoying the hobby. And I really enjoy the fact that I get to share it with so many people out there. We're getting close to 100,000 views, guys. 100,000 views. To me, I know that's minuscule in the terms of YouTube, and a lot of guys out there, you know, get that in 24 hours type of deal. But, you know, for me as a guy who sits in a small room videotaping glass boxes full of water and exotic fish, you know, anytime I talk to people outside of, you know, the YouTube community, oh yeah, I do YouTube and stuff and like that. You know, I've got 1,100 subscribers. People just give me this weird look, and you know, that weird look just solidifies how unique this whole community is, and how special it is to have, you know, gotten my channel to where it's at, and hopefully to where it's going. Appreciate every single one of you out there who have all subscribed to me. Like I said, 1,100 subscribers. Gonna be approaching 100,000 views, and can't thank you guys enough. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. I apologize for my last video and the 15 minutes of your life I wasted. Hopefully this 19 minutes so far could be a little bit more worthwhile of a video for me. And peace out. Again, links in the description. Check them out. Peace.